Okay, folks, are you ready to roll into the final 16 fights? Are we ready for all these stars? Doesn't sound like it. Are we ready? We do? Okay, that's what I want to hear. We have the 16 best fighters in the world are going to duke it out tomorrow. Amongst them, fighters from last year's K1 World Grand Prix who were seeded again this year. They take on the regional tournament winners, such as the K1 European champion, K1 Last Chance champion, K1 Asian champion, and then also the wild cards and the fan-voted fighters. The 8 winners, of course, will go through to the final 8, the K1 World Grand Prix at the Yokohama Arena, December 5, the biggest fight event on the planet. So, folks, without any further ado, let's go fight number 1 on tomorrow's card. Let's bring forward the 3-time and current K1 World Grand Prix champion, the Flying Dutchman, the gentleman, Remy Bonjasky, taking on Mini Tyson, No Mercy, the animal, the man with the highest knockout ratio in the world of K1 and mixed martial arts, Melvin Manoff. Remy Bonjasky and Melvin Manoff to center stage. Okay, Melvin and Remy. No punches have been pulled in the prelude to this one. We spoke to both men yesterday, and first of all, Melvin, quite bluntly, you told us you're not a big fan of Remy Bonjasky. You fought him twice, you've lost twice to him. How are you going to turn the tables around come Saturday? How are you going to get that victory that you've been so hoping for that hasn't come to you the last 2 times you've fought the current K1 World Grand Prix champion?
Try to stick to my game plan.
What's the idea going to be? Do you want to try and outpoint Remy, or are you going to go for broke and try and do something that I think very, very few people have ever done? That's to knock out Remy Bonjasky. I mean, we were chatting about it backstage, and I actually can't remember the last time, if ever, I've seen Remy Bonjasky knocked out.
He's never been knocked out, but I rocked him 3 times, so, you know, there is a chance, you know, and just as you said, you know, I'm the smallest guy, and yeah. You know, I can be the smallest, but my heart is just as big as everybody here. So we're going to see what's going to happen tomorrow.
Melvin, I know there's a bit of bad blood between the team from Mike's Gym and Remy. Remy's defeated your stablemate Badahari. Of course, that controversial win in the K1 Grand Prix final last year. You've lost twice to Remy. What's the general feeling like when you think about a guy like Remy Bonjasky? I mean, you know, what sort of emotions does it stir, and what happened, what went through your heart and through your mind when FEG said to you, Melvin, you've got another shot at Remy at the final 16?
Yeah, I was very happy, you know, and I really want to take this moment, you know, and I'm going to enjoy this moment, you know. I'm going to really enjoy this moment, if you know what I mean.
Okay, and Remy, what was going through your mind when FEG gave you the phone call and said you're going to face off against Melvin? Melvin was voted in by the fans as one of the men they wanted to see at the final 16. You've beaten him twice. You've had his number 2 times already. Did you think to yourself, well, this is going to be easy. I know how to beat Melvin. I've done it twice before. I'll do it again.
Well, fighting against Melvin is never easy. I mean, he's a strong fighter. He's very fast, and he's had a big fighting heart. So I never underestimate my fighters. My opponents. So it's going to be hard on Saturday. And I think I always said it, if Melvin was 20 centimeters taller or 20 kilos heavier, he would be one of the strongest fighters in the K1. So I'm glad he's not.
Speaking of fighting heart, I know you said Melvin's renowned for his enormous fighting heart, though the boys, Badahari and Melvin, have had none too few words to say about your own fighting heart, calling it into question after the antics at last year's Grand Prix final and what happened. Any comments on some of the words that Melvin and also Butter have been throwing around? I believe the word pussy was thrown out there. I believe the word soft was thrown out there. Would you like to comment on any of those those words there from Butter and Melvin?
Well, the only thing I can laugh about it. I mean, maybe they don't like my fighting style, but my fighting style is effective. I mean, every time I win my fights, and that's important for me. I don't like to get knocked out, so I keep my guard up. That's the first lesson you learn.
You keep your guard up the whole time.
Well, I keep my guard up the whole time, and when I see my chance, I will take my chance. And that's the first lesson you learn at kickboxing or what fighting style you do. Keep your hands up, and that's what I do.
It's not in the spirit, though, is it, Melvin Manoff, or what you would consider to be K1 fighting? I mean, you're in there and you like to brawl, and, you know, Remy's a guarded fighter.
You know, just what he said, you know, we have to respect his style, but, you know, you have to give the audience and the fans and everybody also something, you know. You have to take chances. That's why you are a fighter, you understand? When you fight, you fight. You know, when you fight, you do something to knock somebody out, you know. And if you don't take a chance or take the risk, you know, there's always one guy's coming at you and you only, you know, so fight, you know. So I hope tomorrow, you know, he's going to brawl with me a little bit.
The gauntlet's been thrown down.
Well, maybe we're gonna brawl some, but for me it's still important to keep my guard up. And you know what? Fighting against guys that have a lot of comment on my fight style, at the end I'm still winning, and that's for me important. Even if I show the audience a great fight with my jumping knees and all that styles, I've always won my fights, and that's what I intend to do Saturday. Even if Melvin wants to brawl or exchange punches, I'll try that, but you still have to wait for my knees and my kicks, so we'll see Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we're going to kick off. It is going to be an absolute ripper. Let's give them a round of applause. Remy Bunjaski and No Mercy, Melvin Manoff. Second fight in the final 16 tomorrow is a rematch of the final 16 last year. One of these two men got beaten quite badly. The other one emerged triumphant and made it all the way to the semi-finals of the K1 World Grand Prix last December. Will it be repeat or will it be revenge? Let's bring them forward. First of all, the Bone Crusher from Amsterdam, Errol Zimmerman, and Kyokushin karate legend Glaube Feitosa. A rematch of the final 16 last year here in Seoul, where Errol Zimmerman emerged triumphant. Can Glaube Feitosa get his revenge tomorrow? Okay, they look ready for business. Glaube Feitosa, Errol Zimmerman. First of all, Errol, quite bluntly, yesterday you said that you like no fighter in K1 outside of your stablemates. Is it true of Glaube Feitosa?
Sorry? Yeah, I don't like nobody. I want to knock them down. All of them.
Again, when you got the phone call from FEG and you heard you were fighting Glaube again, what went through your mind? I mean, you beat him up last year pretty badly. Did you have a big smile on your face and think, well, hey, I can do it again?
No, I don't care who I fight, this, I will knock him out tomorrow again. I don't care who it is.
Glaube, you've been doing a lot of training and preparation for this one. You were in Brazil, you've been here in Asia for the last month or so. How is Glaube of 2009 September different to Glaube of 2008 September?
Better train it, so let's see tomorrow.
Any particular strategy you're going to look at changing to what you did last year? I mean, are you going to come out more aggressively? Are you going to look to play your point scoring game against Errol?
Let's see. Last year was his year. He had good fights. He scored everything he could. He could. So I train hard this year. Let's see tomorrow.
Folks, give them a round of applause. Fight number 2 on tomorrow's card is a rematch, Brazil versus Holland. Errol Zimmerman and Glaube Feitosa, thank you very much.